Have you ever felt like the universe is out to get you? Like every step you take, someone's there, just waiting to knock you down. Every turn feels like you're met with disrespect, and no matter how hard you try to keep your cool, it all feels too much to handle. But what if I told you that the next time someone disrespected you, instead of letting your emotions spiral, you could respond with such poise and calm that you actually walked away feeling more empowered? It might sound impossible, but it's not. It's Stoicism in action. Today, let's dive into an ancient philosophy that has the power to transform how you handle disrespect. Stoicism isn't about quietly enduring suffering or pain. It's about mastering your response to life's challenges, especially those moments when others test your patience. It teaches that real power doesn't come from changing the world around us, but from controlling our own thoughts, decisions, and reactions. In this exploration, we'll uncover 10 Stoic lessons that will forever change the way you handle disrespect. These aren't just abstract ideas or theoretical musings. They are practical, actionable strategies that have been tested by time and used by countless individuals to turn their reactions into thoughtful responses and their struggles into strengths. If you've ever felt like you're a victim of others' rudeness or disrespect, then stay with us. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand Stoicism on a deeper level, but you'll also have the tools to maintain your inner peace and dignity, no matter what life throws your way. Embrace these lessons and watch how the world's disrespect fades into nothing more than ripples against the fortress of your serenity. Let's get started. Have you ever gotten worked up over something only to realize it was completely out of your hands? The Stoics taught us a crucial lesson known as the dichotomy of control. In essence, some things are within our control, and many things are not. It's simple, but the implications are profound. When someone disrespects you, your natural reaction may be to feel hurt, angry, or even seek revenge. But Stoicism challenges you to pause and ask, is this within my control? The actions and opinions of others are outside your control, no matter how frustrating that may be. Once you grasp this, you realize that getting upset over someone else's disrespect is like trying to stop the rain from falling. It's exhausting and futile. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our responses. How you choose to interpret and react to disrespect is entirely up to you. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about taking control of your peace. When someone insults you, instead of reacting with anger or humiliation, you pause, take a breath, and remind yourself, their words only affect me if I allow them to. By choosing not to let their opinion disrupt your peace of mind, you shift from being a victim of your emotions to being the master of them. This is Stoic resilience, the first step in handling disrespect with dignity and strength. Wisdom is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, and it's a powerful ally when dealing with disrespect. Stoic wisdom isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge in practical, real-world situations. It teaches us to differentiate between what truly matters and what doesn't, between what we can change and what we must accept. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to let emotions cloud our judgment. Anger, frustration, and hurt can push us into reactive, often regrettable responses. But Stoicism invites us to step back and ask ourselves, why does this disrespect bother me? Is it truly important, or is it my perception that amplifies its significance? By embracing wisdom, we don't just react impulsively, we reflect. We learn to see beyond the surface of disrespect and recognize that our self-worth isn't tied to others' opinions. Disrespect, in the grand scheme of things, is often just a minor blip. It helps to recognize that their behavior is more about their internal struggles than about us. This perspective doesn't excuse their actions, but it helps us respond with empathy, patience, and a calm sense of dignity. When we apply Stoic wisdom, we can navigate interactions with understanding. We choose responses that align with our values, helping us foster peace without escalating conflict. This wisdom allows us to transform every encounter into an opportunity for growth and learning. Responding with compassion is a transformative Stoic lesson that goes beyond simply managing our own reactions. It's about engaging with others in a way that reflects our highest human qualities, understanding and kindness. Compassion doesn't mean accepting mistreatment or allowing others to walk all over us. It means recognizing that disrespect often comes from a place of pain or Insecurity. Stoicism teaches us that everyone is doing the best they can according to their understanding of the world. When someone disrespects you, it often reveals more about their internal struggles than about your worth. Responding with compassion involves seeing beyond the disrespectful act and acknowledging the human being behind it. How can we cultivate this response? Start with empathy. Try to imagine what led the person to act in such a way. Maybe they're dealing with their own insecurities or have had a rough day. This doesn't mean we condone their behavior, but understanding their motivations can diffuse our anger and frustration. It's also essential to maintain your dignity while being compassionate. You can assert your boundaries calmly or offer a kind word that shifts the dynamic. Compassion doesn't mean being passive. It means choosing to engage in ways that reflect your values. And at the core of compassion, there's forgiveness. Not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve peace. Holding on to anger only harms you, so let go and move forward. In practicing Stoicism, you'll find that responding to disrespect with compassion and understanding transforms not only the way you interact with others, but the way you relate to yourself. You shift from reacting to the world with anger to responding with grace and inner strength, and that is true empowerment. In every instance of disrespect, there's an opportunity to respond with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. These qualities not only benefit you, but they can inspire and uplift everyone involved. Next time you face disrespect, remember you hold the power to choose compassion over reaction. By doing so, you elevate not just yourself, but those around you. Each moment of adversity is a chance to practice grace, and your response can ripple out and affect others in profound ways. When we talk about Stoic mindfulness, it's not just about awareness or being in the present moment. It's about having a deep, rational connection with your mind even in chaos. Think of it as standing on a calm mountaintop while a storm rages below. When someone disrespects you, the emotions that arise, anger, frustration, are like the storm. But Stoic mindfulness invites you to observe those feelings without letting them dominate your reactions. Instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, take a pause. This pause is your opportunity to choose a response aligned with your values. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What can I control? How can I respond with wisdom? Through this pause, you'll gain clarity and a deeper understanding of your own triggers. Over time, you may notice that things that once hurt or angered you don't affect you as much. In this way, Stoic mindfulness transforms how you navigate not only disrespect, but all of life's challenges. But Stoic mindfulness isn't limited to moments of disrespect. It's a practice that shapes your life. It makes you more focused, more at peace with the present, and better able to handle stress. In a world where instant reactions are common, Stoicism teaches you the strength to pause, reflect, and respond intentionally. With each challenge you face, you not only strengthen yourself, but also serve as an example for others. Your calmness, your ability to remain centered in the face of adversity, can inspire those around you to do the same. Viewing adversity as a growth opportunity is a central principle of Stoicism. When you face disrespect, don't see it as an attack on your character, but as an invitation from life to grow. Every disrespectful encounter is a test, a challenge to refine your virtues, hone your patience, and build your resilience. Rather than feeling victimized, you have the chance to step up and practice your virtues in action. When you choose to view disrespect as an opportunity for growth, you transform your perspective. What once seemed like a negative experience can become a stepping stone for personal development. Perhaps this situation reveals an area of sensitivity or pride in you that you need to work on. By recognizing these patterns, you not only improve yourself, but also deepen your understanding of human nature. Even in difficult moments, gratitude plays a role in transformation. When you see challenges as growth opportunities, you can find gratitude even in adversity. That moment of disrespect becomes a chance to strengthen your character, making you wiser, more compassionate, and more resilient. And the beauty of this practice is that as you grow, you inspire others to do the same. Your ability to rise above disrespect can create a ripple effect of positivity and growth that spreads far beyond you. Now, maintaining inner peace. This is the heart of Stoic living. Imagine your inner peace as a sanctuary, a calm center in the middle of life's storms. Life doesn't promise a smooth journey, But Stoicism offers you the tools to maintain composure, no matter what comes your way. Inner peace doesn't depend on external events or how others treat you. It's something you protect and preserve, a sanctuary that stays unshaken even in the face of adversity. When someone disrespects you, they're knocking on the gates of your inner peace. You have the power to choose whether you allow that disturbance to enter. By focusing on what's within your control, the present moment, your reactions, you prevent external events from disturbing your peace. Reflect daily on what you can control and release what you cannot. This practice not only preserves your calm, but helps you respond wisely to life's challenges. Additionally, embracing acceptance is key. This doesn't mean passivity or resignation, but recognizing reality as it is. Accepting that some people will be disrespectful or that things won't always go as planned allows you to conserve your energy. Instead of resisting the world, you align yourself with it. This acceptance keeps you grounded and helps maintain your inner peace. And one final tool for cultivating inner peace is gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for, even in tough times, shifts your perspective from frustration to appreciation. Gratitude anchors you in positivity, strengthening your emotional resilience and deepening your sense of inner tranquility. As you practice these Stoic principles, you'll find that your inner peace becomes stronger and more resilient, like a shield that protects you from life's turbulence. By nurturing and guarding this peace, you'll not only navigate challenges with grace, but become a beacon of tranquility in a chaotic world. Finally, setting boundaries is another powerful tool in living a Stoic life. By understanding your core values and principles, you define what is important to you, what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Stoicism teaches us that we can't control others, but we can control our responses and set boundaries to protect our peace. By setting boundaries wisely, you choose what you will and will not accept, safeguarding your inner tranquility and well-being. Remember, these Stoic practices aren't just theories. They are tools you can begin using right now to transform your life, your relationships, and your responses to the world around you. By embracing kindness, mindfulness, growth, peace, and boundaries, you'll begin to live a life that's not dictated by external circumstances, but one that is intentional, wise, and resilient. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining inner peace and personal growth. It's not about asserting control over others, but about recognizing your own worth and communicating your needs clearly. By practicing Stoicism, you can establish boundaries rooted in self-respect, without anger or resentment. For instance, if someone continually disrespects your time, a Stoic approach would be to calmly and firmly communicate your availability and honor it, not out of spite, but because you value your own time and energy. It's important, however, to maintain your composure during these conversations. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and steady, no matter how others react. In fact, part of setting boundaries wisely involves accepting that not everyone will respect them, and that's okay. Stoicism helps us accept what we cannot change and focus instead on maintaining our virtue and inner peace. This perspective empowers us to stay grounded even when things don't go as expected. Incorporating Stoic wisdom into boundary setting also requires regular self-reflection. Are your boundaries protecting your peace? Are they flexible enough to adapt to new situations while staying true to your core values? This ongoing self-assessment ensures that your boundaries serve not only your immediate needs, but also your long-term growth and well-being. Number 8. Practicing Stoic forgiveness. Forgiveness is often misunderstood, especially when viewed through the lens of resilience and fortitude. In Stoicism, forgiveness is not about excusing harmful actions or ignoring your feelings. Instead, it's about releasing the grip that resentment holds over you, so you can reclaim your peace. Stoic forgiveness is rooted in understanding human nature. People act according to their perceptions and experiences, many of which are flawed. Recognizing this can help you detach their actions from your emotional response. To practice Stoic forgiveness, you first need to acknowledge that the anger or hurt you feel is your own reaction. It's within your power to let go of it. This is a process. Sometimes, you may need to remind yourself frequently that holding on to resentment only hurts you more than the person you're upset with. It's also about accepting that life is imperfect, and people will often make mistakes. By forgiving, you align with the reality of the human condition marked by errors and misunderstandings. Forgiveness in Stoicism doesn't mean forgetting the lesson or putting yourself back in a harmful situation. You can forgive someone while still choosing to maintain boundaries or distance. Ultimately, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's a declaration of your independence from negative emotions, enabling you to move forward with greater peace of mind. Number 9. Cultivating contentment amidst disrespect. Stoic contentment is not about passive acceptance. It's about finding inner peace regardless of what happens around you. It's about developing resilience and staying true to your values, no matter the external circumstances. When faced with disrespect, Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge it, but refuse to let it disturb our inner tranquility. It's a powerful act to choose to remain unshaken, knowing that your peace depends on your internal state, not on others' actions. This doesn't mean ignoring or downplaying the disrespect. It means deciding not to let it disturb your equilibrium. Stoicism reminds us that happiness and peace of mind are not dependent on the approval of others. Instead, they come from living in accordance with our principles and maintaining control over our reactions. By practicing gratitude and focusing on the positives in life, we shift our attention from the negativity of disrespect to the abundance of good things we have. Regular self-reflection helps us stay connected to our core self, reminding us of our intrinsic worth. Disrespect can shake our confidence, but when we understand and value our true nature, external opinions lose their power over us. Number 10. Changing your perspective on disrespect. The final lesson invites you to reframe your view of disrespect through a Stoic lens. In Stoic philosophy, disrespect is seen as indifference, something external that may provoke an emotional response, but ultimately does not impact our core well-being. It's not that disrespect doesn't matter, but that it doesn't have the power to disturb our peace unless we allow it. To adopt this perspective, we must challenge our automatic emotional responses. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, we pause and remind ourselves what truly matters: our character, our actions, and our responses. By shifting our focus from external provocations to internal steadiness, we maintain our composure and avoid being swept away by fleeting emotions. Stoicism teaches that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our perceptions of them. By changing the way we perceive disrespect, we reduce its impact on our emotional state. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending we're unaffected, but rather recognizing that our true self and capacity for peace are not defined by external judgments. Through regular reflection and mental preparation, we strengthen our ability to detach from negative emotions and practice a Stoic response when faced with disrespect. As you continue to reflect on these lessons, remember that Stoicism is not about perfection, but about growth. By incorporating these practices into your life, you'll not only find greater clarity and peace, but also create deeper, more meaningful connections with others.